Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to another random game of the day. And today, we are not playing Sonic R, we are playing The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. My favorite Legend of Zelda game, and also one of my #1 favorite games of all time. A lot of my favorite games are on the GameCube, including things like Mario Sunshine and other things as well. And yeah, hopefully this will be a nice change of pace. From yesterday's disaster, I have not played this game in quite a while. Well, actually, that's kind of a lie. I played it, obviously, many years ago when it came out. There's a good friend of mine's file. And I kind of restarted playing it recently. It's been a very long time since I beat it, obviously, way back in 2006. I can't believe I'm actually missing 2 heart containers there. Normally, I would have gotten everything. Maybe they were really ridiculous or something like that, the remaining pieces of heart. But anyway, I started playing the game again. And then it occurred to me that it would make a pretty cool random game of the day, and it would be way better than Sonic R. I mean, even way back on October 1st, last time I played this, I'm like, I'm going to save this for the day after I play Sonic R, because I know it is going to be terrible. No, actually, I didn't really plan it at all. But anyway, enough talking there. Let's get started, and what we are going to be doing today is the very first temple. Now, I think I did the first room in here, and then that was kind of the point where I said, hey, this would make a cool game to do for a random game of the day, so let's proceed into the first room. And in case you couldn't figure out this really super difficult puzzle that I already did, you had to move these blocks so you could create a super secret passageway inside the wall here. And we just jump over this fence. And then in this room here, all you had to do was defeat these guys, grab one of these torches here, and then take it over to these torches, and then light them to make a chest appear with a small key. Also, I believe that if these ones disappear, you can get more of them inside a jar, and then you can just, yeah, there's a jar back there with some of them, and then you can just light them with this torch here. So anyway, now that we've gotten this room out of the way, that I accidentally already did, let's move on to the rest of the level, which I have not done. Now, as you saw, I have not really played this game since 2006, so I've kind of forgotten quite a few things about it in those 6 years. So we will see just how much we learned. So rolling, no, there's nothing I need to throw. So it is just the sword slash. For a second I thought maybe I need to throw like a jar at it or something like that. And yes, so this is the first temple in the game. Now I remember that way later in the game, the temples get quite long and complex. Although I don't believe the first temple dungeon, yeah, I guess dungeon is more accurate, is too difficult. But anyway, we shall find out. I believe we should start by going over here. Now we have a super difficult puzzle here, where we need to pull this rock out of the wall, and we do not need to sidle against the wall. S-I-D-L-E. I remember as a kid, I always just kind of glanced over that word and thought I thought it said slide, although I guess it doesn't make too much sense. Let's see, what is the grab button? The R button is the grab button. I believe I'm used to like Ocarina of Time button control or something like that, where the A button would also be grab, maybe? I'm making that up? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, the Wind Waker for the GameCube. As I said, GameCube has a lot of my favorite games, and it's unfortunate that it seemed like that was just stupid, Andrew. What is wrong with you? It's sad that some people didn't really give this game the attention it deserved. Because, I mean, there's a few reasons for that. Some people, they didn't like the graphics. And then there was other people who they started playing and they got annoyed by the sailing parts of the game. They think it takes too long to get from place to place. Which is a valid reason. Although, I don't know, to me, I found that quite intriguing. I actually like the really big overworld. And then you're kind of just sailing, and eventually you might accidentally come across an island, or a treasure, or a little lookout point, or something like that that you can go and explore. I really like that. The kind of really big, open overworld that you can go explore. And it's not just kind of like, go to this point next, go to this point next. There were so many different places that you could come across at any point in the game. And there's usually like secret items to find and stuff like that. So there we go. We just used a bomb flower to open that door there. Although, are there any secrets around here? Is there something down there? No. Thought maybe one of these cliffs had something off the side of it, although I suppose not. But yeah, if you haven't played Wind Waker and you're a Zelda fan, I mean, you should obviously play Wind Waker. I feel sad for anyone who didn't play the game because they didn't like the art style. Because, I mean, it's not your traditional Legend of Zelda like graphic style, obviously, which was set by the GameCube games, but I definitely would not call it bad. I would call it different. It's always good to be open to new things, especially, I mean, the different graphic style doesn't hurt anyone, and in fact, I think it looks really nice in some spots, too. Let's see what item we have here. We have the dungeon map! One of the most well-known items in the Zelda game, since there's one in every dungeon. Green areas are the ones you visited, and the flashing area is your current location, and we can view it by pressing, no, it's not Z. I need to get all these controls down since I have not played it since October 1st. And that is that. We need to press this button here. We need to press the up button on the D-pad, and that will give us a brief overview of what this dungeon has in store. But yeah, overall, man, for some reason I'm really bad at jumping off cliffs. I always kind of jolt the control stick just before I jump. I'm not usually this bad, I swear. But as far as GameCube games go, I think that the graphics in them have really stood the test of time. I mean, some GameCube games, wow, I thought I would be able to make that, are over 10 years old now. I mean, look at Mario Sunshine. That game came out back in 2002, and it doesn't look like it at all. I mean, it's just, why did you not jump off the edge? Why did you kind of just fall off the side? And we are off to a great start here in the very first dungeon of, I was about to say Link's Awakening. Yeah, the Game Boy game. No, then Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Can you please jump this time? But I mean, the graphics are very good. Of course, they're not HD or anything like that, but they really have stood the test of time, considering, like I was saying, games like Mario Sunshine are 10 years old. It definitely does not look like that. I think even 10 or 20 years down the road from now, people will still think that GameCube graphics are quite impressive. Now, you need to die. I do not know why you are trying to attack me. And you kind of destroyed that, even though I couldn't. I would pick up a pendant there. And one thing I like about this game is that after you defeat some enemies, you can pick up their weapons. And you can kind of swing them around a bit. And sometimes they're even stronger than yours. Like, I believe this thing here is even stronger than my normal sword. And I believe it's what you have to use to unlock these areas. Because I think I tried it with my normal sword, and it did not work. Got a small key. So there was a locked door near the beginning of the dungeon, which we may end up using that for. This right here is a red thing. I have not found one yet, so we're going to get the explanation. You got some red chew jelly. Keep it in your spoils bag. This gelatinous goo comes from deep within red chew-chews. It is effective as a cure for exhaustion, but it can't be used in its current state. So one of the things in this game is there are those chew-chew enemies, and as you defeat them, sometimes they will drop what am I trying to say? Those I want to say drops, but I mean I guess they're drops, but they were just called jelly. If we press this. Yeah, it was just called jelly. Although I want to say like jelly drop or something like that. But anyway, you get those, and you can take them to this guy in one of the villages, and he will turn them into potions for you. Also, there's like, I think there's 2 places you can actually take them, although one doesn't come in until a little bit later. Let's see if we got that there. I guess I could talk about some other items on the item screen too. Ones that I have equipped are an empty bottle, which you actually needed to get into this dungeon. I never really replaced it with anything different since then. The sail, obviously used for when you're on the boat. And the the Wind Waker, which it's just like the musical instrument in this game. You also have the camera, which you can take pictures with, and it gets upgraded later to allow color photos. Tingle Tuner, which is the cool little bonus thing that I did do on my other file, and lets you get some neat little secrets. And the telescope, which will let you see things at a distance. And we have some things there. But anyway, moving on to this door here. Unfortunately, you cannot take those pick-upable weapons through doors, which is too bad, since that sword is actually quite decent, even though it is heavy and kind of reduces your mobility. Let's just throw a rock, just for fun, see what we get. Although I'm guessing we might want to throw one at these bombs, if I can ever pick one up. No. Okay, what we want to do here... What do we want to do here? Andrew, are you failing at puzzles in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker already in the first dungeon? Can I strike this from there? All I did was press the B button and he kind of jumped forward and didn't do too much. Let's see. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this till after. Maybe I'm supposed to go back. Now that I got that small key, since there is a door that we could use to open it. Since I've beat this before, I obviously know the weapon that we get in this level. Oh, that works too. Although I don't really know why it didn't work with the rock. But anyway, we'll go with that and just say it was a glitch. Okay, so that only led us back here anyway, so it wasn't really a necessary thing to do. We could have easily gone back and never had to deal with that. But I guess it's good to unlock the shortcut since it's there anyway. See over there, we will not be able to go that way yet. And you are quite easy to defeat, and you only take off like 1/4 of a heart, so it's not too much of an issue. Let's get as many items as we can. They're also useful for side quests and things like that too, I believe. Not just making potions, since I don't normally make potions. I mean, actually, I think you have to make the first one before you're able to buy it, or something like that. Anyway, so far I've not been doing too well. I've kind of been getting hit by every single enemy. I swear, I'm not this bad at Zelda games. Let's see, just kind of destroy you. And do that. I remember as a kid, I never knew about like L targeting or Z targeting or anything like that, since my first Zelda game was actually, yeah, I guess we're on the Miss Rupee there, but oh well, it was actually Ocarina of Time, because I remember it just looked so cool, and for some reason I don't even think I really knew at the time that there was a Super Nintendo one, and since my parents kind of had the NES before I was born, they didn't buy any of the Zeldas, and you couldn't really buy NES games new at the time. At least I don't think so. I don't really remember ever seeing new NES games in the store. Let's see, did I miss something here? Is there an item somewhere I'm supposed to be using to break that one, since it is stronger than the other one? Or am I just kind of completely missing something? Oh, I can probably burn it! Haha! Puzzle, you will not defeat me! There we go. Not too bad. I'm gonna hit this switch, and I wonder what that will do. Yeah, anyway, like, as I was saying, Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda game. And I don't remember if it tells you anywhere, and like someone talks, like when you're talking to someone. Yeah, actually, one of the guys in the very first village does tell you about Z targeting. Although I never... Can you actually cut these ropes? I don't remember. Ooh, you can, I think... Yeah, let's not do that. Man, darn it. But yeah, I never really understood what the point of Z targeting was, so I would never use it as a kid. And, replaying Ocarina of Time and other Zelda games in the future, targeting really comes in handy, so it would have been a good thing to know about as a kid. But I didn't, for whatever reason. It is kind of funny looking back and thinking about playing video games that would have been, like, that's going to shoot out at me, isn't it? Okay, good. That was lucky, and why is the ladder not catching on fire? This game is not realistic enough to get 0 out of 27 from Andrew, no. But, man, I'm really getting sidetracked in the story I'm trying to tell. But basically, as a kid, I mean, I even played games like Pokemon Blue, and I remember I beat the 3rd gym, and I got cut from the SSN, and I had no idea what to do, because I did not realize that you could use cut to cut through the small bushes. So I remember, for like hours, I walked around. Man, I was trying to slide against the side of that. That was kind of funny there. It's got like stuck on the wall. So yeah, but I don't even think in Pokemon it really tells you anywhere that you can use cut to cut the small trees. I mean, it never really occurred to me that an attack that you teach your Pokemon could be used in the actual overworld to do things, but oh well. This mangled conversation idea has gone on for long enough. But basically, as a kid, because I could not read things, sometimes things kind of flew over my head, but I still enjoyed the games anyway. And it is fun to, it was obviously fun to go back later and replay them, kind of say, oh, it would have been nice to know that when I was a kid, but I didn't understand it because I couldn't read it. But anyway, let's see here. I mean, I could read, obviously, but sometimes, I mean, I was still a kid, so some things would fly over my head and I wouldn't understand everything. Man, Andrew, you are just the worst at this game. Everyone's going to think you suck at Legend of Zelda games, even though you really don't, I swear. I'm not bad at Legend of Zelda. Although, just, I don't know why I'm doing so bad. I have no excuse for it. I'm going to blame it in the fact that I need to do things in places where there is not much ground, and I tend to fly off the edge for some reason. Now we're starting to get that annoying beeping sound when you get low on health, although I only have 3 hearts. So, I mean, I'm only down to half. But luckily things only take a quarter of a heart off and stuff like that. Here, from now on, no more damage and no more stupid falling off of cliffs. Let's just get like a heart from one of these or something like that. Yeah, you're coming after me, aren't you? Jump at you, darn it! Ow! I was jumping at you, why did that hurt me? Man, that was a pain. Let's see, heart, yes, heart, yes. And there we go! Okay, so let's see, so here, this part's not the difficult part. I mean, none of it's really the difficult part. This isn't the part that I'm being really stupid at and for some reason jumping off the edge. Let's see, so let's just go across this here. Okay, so I'm going to have to find a bomb at some point. Probably, like, right up there. Hey, let's jump onto this ledge. No, do not climb up onto the ledge. That was the issue I had last time. I was trying to kind of sidle against the wall. I think that's how it's pronounced. That's a word I've never, ever heard except for in this game. You know, slide against the wall. And then you kind of... A is let go, Andrew. That was just stupid. Up is to get onto the ledge, and A is let go. I don't know how many times that's destroyed me in Zelda games. Anyway, There was no excuse for falling last time. I apologize for that. But anyway, let's put that behind us and let's grab the predictable bomb flower to blow up this rock. And there we go. Now we can continue on the inside. This kind of reminds me of Boomer Kuwanger's stage for some reason from Mega Man X. You start inside and then you go outside and then you go inside again. Anyway, ooh, we have a tricky puzzle here. Someone better call Professor Layton so that he can come and help us out. Let's see what we want to do. Guessing just something like that. So we can climb up. I really want to press A to climb up. Like, I don't know why. I mean, see here A is climb. So I mean, I guess I just naturally makes me think that A is also climb up from a ledge. I don't know. When we have the super tricky pendant thing. Andrew, have you seen any filthy thieving rats around? I know they are annoying, but keep your wits about you. They are only rats. If you spread bait near the nest, they may share their store of treasure with you. Why don't you try it? Okay, so bait. Do I have any bait? Okay, so we got the bait bag. I think I have enough bait. So we'll give that a shot, although I guess I'll try it before I kill them. Delicious. Hey, I got something real good I'll sell to you for real. What'll it be for you? Okay, so wow. Wow, so basically I can buy back the bait that I just used to get you to come out here. It's kind of pointless, although interesting nonetheless. Cheapskate, bring me more sometime. Okay, so we'll have to remember to not bring him more. That was kind of useless, although interesting. I don't really know if I've ever actually done that before. Anyway, let's see, let's go up here. And we need a small key, which is it really? It's going to be in this chest? No. We're going to have to open that, but first, let's find what's in here, and I have a pretty good idea on what it probably is. The compass, of course. You got the compass. Now you can see where things are hidden in the dungeon. Press up on the D-pad to view your map and see for yourself. So now we can tell that there's a treasure chest in here and in those other rooms over there. So what I'm guessing we need to do here is we need to do a super tricky move where we light this on fire, we stand in front of this, and then we press A to do like the most horizontal throw you have ever seen in your life. And then it will burn that down, and we will be able to get, I wonder what, in this treasure chest. Place your guesses now. A small key. I wonder what that will be used for. So use it to open locked doors, and you may only use it in this dungeon. Unlike in the very first Legend of Zelda game, where small keys could be used in any dungeon, and that could sometimes really mess you up. As if you went to another dungeon and used a small key from another dungeon, in that dungeon, you would potentially be stuck, and you would have to save up all of your rupees and buy an extra small key for like 100 rupees, and it was just a waste, considering there's enough small keys to beat everything. And then there's even the master key you get eventually, which you can use to unlock any locked door. You got the small key. Used to open locked doors. You can only use it in this dungeon. So is that supposed to be hard to find? Maybe he starts flying or something like that, and then you have to chase him for it. I don't know, but anyway, let's proceed on with the dungeon. In here, looks like we're going to need one of these to light our way, and I'm kind of defenseless. Actually, that's not true. For some reason, I was thinking that you can only throw it. Although, if we press B, we can actually still swing it. And it's a decent weapon. Although, because it's so long, it's really hard to use in narrow areas. I have no idea where that guy went. Let's just burn that down. And let's go up here and get this chest. I really don't know what this one contains. Rupees? A joy pendant. You can keep it in your spoils bag, and these pendants are said to flock to those who spread joy, like butterflies to nectar-filled blossom. And that is the greatest piece of information ever. Let's see, so we should be able to jump and destroy you, unlike that bird earlier, which is really annoying. And let's grab that. And we have torches here. I wonder what we were supposed to do about that. Let's grab that. Light it with that. Run up the stairs. Light you. And what is in this corner here? Anyway, and light you. Unlock that. And we can go in here. And in here... Ooh. Oh yes, this is one of those warp pots. I did not mention the one at the very beginning of the stage, but if we blow up this rock, we should be able to use it to warp back to the beginning of the level. Whoa! Whenever we want. And that was kind of close. Let's see, so let's throw that there. And there we go. I don't know if we need to use it at least once to activate it, or if it's just considered, like, open now since we took the rock off the top, but we'll try it anyway. And there we go, back to the beginning. And then if we do this, kind of accidentally jumped over it. Let's get in there before we get attacked. And there we go. So I'm going to assume that means we're probably about halfway through the dungeon, although still no sign of the item yet. So we'll have to keep our eyes open for that. Although, is there anything special I'm supposed to be doing with this? Or was it just for the pot? I'm guessing that's all it was for. Let's see what we have in here. A heart, which is good. I'm guessing another heart. Oh, a rupee. I don't remember how many rupees the original wallet holds. Usually it's like 99 in most Zelda games, although this one is actually very good, and the initial wallet holds more than that. Which is very nice, because there are a lot of rupees in this game. That was one thing I really hated about Twilight Princess. There were rupees everywhere, but I never had anything to spend them on, and then my wallet was always full, so it really annoyed me, because I'd always find like 100 rupee treasure chests lying around, and then I would be like, you can't hold it, so you put it back, never to be seen again. I don't know, it just really ticked me off. I hate it when the games have a money limit, but it's like ridiculously low, so you're constantly getting money that you can't hold. So you might as well Z target you. ZZ, same thing. So let's see, so you. Another joy pendant there. And this room has a treasure chest, and I'm going to assume it is probably up this ladder. Actually, no, it appears it's probably going to appear at some point to our right. Although I'm not entirely sure what we need to do to activate that. Maybe defeat all of the enemies, or something. Either way, that door has a cage on it, so we're not going to be able to open that yet. Looks like we're going to have to burn something with this, probably? Let's see, is there a torch? Yes. Alright, so basically the super tricky puzzle here is burn that, light that, get treasure chest, and this one, not quite sure what this one will have. Actually, is this a chart treasure chest? I believe they actually look different, the ones that contain charts. And there we go, I was correct. You got a treasure chart. Once you're out to sea, open your sea chart and check this map. After viewing the chart with Y, open it up and spot where the treasure lies, and the spot where the treasure lies will light up. Go to that area and rely on this chart to guide you to that spot. Then you can get the treasure. See, that's another thing I really liked about this game. The treasures that were hidden all over the overworld and stuff like that. I really enjoyed finding them. Even though sometimes sailing did take a little long. Although, I mean, there were songs and stuff like that. There was a song you get later in the game that can teleport you to different places, which does speed things up quite a bit. Although I guess you don't get it until a little bit later. Okay, now what am I missing here? What am I missing? Let's see. If you look at the map, yeah, looks like I'm probably supposed to go through there. Maybe? I see that we have pots up there and stuff. Although I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm supposed to do with them. Okay, so yeah, I'm probably supposed to destroy you, right? That's close. You're kind of like stuck in the wall. Or your face was kind of going through it anyway. And there we go. And will that open the door? Yes, it will. Well, it opens that door. And that door. Okay, so we're good. I'm getting a lot of joy pendants. I remember... Wait, we get that there. I remember they're used for a side quest at some point. Although I'm not 100% sure what other uses they have. Because we seem to be getting quite a few of them. Anyway, so let's see. So we have the water pots here. Which I never really talked too much about earlier. Although they are used to create the sort of walkable lands of mass inside of the lava. Now what am I supposed to do with you? Yes, when you open up, I'm supposed to attack your eye. Although I kind of messed it up by accident. Okay, so let's see here. So luckily, all it does... I think it's only like a quarter of a heart. Or was it half? Or were we already down a quarter? I don't even remember. Can I throw that at you and just kill you? That would have been quite useful. I keep thinking that it's going to die when it falls into the lava, although then I remember that it doesn't work like that. Oh, I could have pressed the A button there too to do a roll around, although considering there's not much room here, that is probably a very bad idea. And darn it. Again, you have to do like sword battle in a very small area, like on a bridge or on a little rock in the middle of a pool of lava, and it's not always super simple. Especially when this thing takes a while for it to like reveal its eye. You kind of have to move around a lot. And where are you? Let's see. Hello, any day now? Go. That's one. And I'm guessing we're just gonna have to do this because it doesn't look like we can get multiple hits. Two. Hopefully three will do it. Darn it. Is that good? Nope, still not. Yeah, don't fall, don't fall. Any day now. Four. No. This is taking a lot more hits than I thought. I mean, I noticed that if you look at where the A button icon is, you'll notice it turned into a star. Darn it. When it does that, if you press the A button, you'll kind of do this roll to the back of the enemy and then slash it from behind. And it's a very good attack, but there's just not enough room to do it, as I know I'm going to fall into the lava if I try. So basically, it's just forget... Did it actually kill you? No. Nothing kills you. You just never seem to die like a cockroach or something. I just don't even want to worry about you anymore. I just want to throw this... Darn it! Okay, hurry up and get up. We know. The butt's on fire. Okay, so basically we're starting to get that annoying beeping sound, and I really want to kill you. But you just take so long to kill. Okay, so let's see. If I do that... Oh, you... So now you decide to curl up. Because, I mean, I could swear I hit you with the water like 5 other times and nothing happened. So let's go up here. And that is how you solve that puzzle. Not too difficult. And let's go in here. Now we have another rock. And we have a boss door up there. And what do we want to do here? We have a bomb flower hidden right here. And I'm going to throw those skulls in a second. Or actually, I'll just blow these ones up. Hopefully one of them has a heart. Yeah, I thought maybe that there was another teleportation pod in this level. I couldn't remember if each level had like 2 or 3. Because I know in games like, what's it called? Link's Awakening. It puts a teleporter at the beginning of the level and after the mini-boss. So I was kind of thinking it might be similar to that. But it looks like in this level there's one at the halfway point and at the end. I mean, and as well as the beginning, of course. Anyway, let's see. We're not going to be able to get over to that door yet, nor does it matter since we don't have the key anyway. Let's just throw that here. And let's see where this door takes us. Outside once again. Here. And get a view at the top. And yeah, the story here is that he's pretty angry. So you are here to try and cheer him up by giving him like a birthday present or something like that. Anyway, let's see. Let's climb the stairs. Yes, the stairs, and come up here. And it's you, who we have also come to save. Oh, actually, I don't think... No, we did not know that she needed to be saved at this point, actually. It's kind of a surprise that she needs to be saved. And don't ask me what her name is, because if there's one thing I'm not the best at, it is remembering everyone's name in every video game I have ever played. And I mean, I haven't played it since October 1st, so cut me some slack. And we get you. Quite good music. So let's see it here. Let's wait until we get that star icon, which did not happen there. There we go. From behind, and that is a very good attack. Let's not die, please. Why don't we go break open some things, just in case. Ow. Let's grab you. I said let's grab you. And there we go. Not dead yet, huh? Although your weapon's gone, so you don't have any way to defend yourself. Oh, there it is. Yeah, man, you are just the biggest pain. And I really don't want to... That was very close, and I would never have forgiven myself if I had died in this dungeon. I don't know why, it just doesn't feel right to die in the first dungeon of Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I love those things. You kind of just destroy them, and you get a whole bunch of items that come out of it. And here we got a skull necklace. You can keep it in your spoils bag. It's rather off-putting accessory would appear to be of little value, but shown to the right person, it is apparently of great worth. Very cool. We can talk to you. Andrew, you came to rescue me. Oh, thank you. I have to tell you what I found out. This is terrible. Some creature is doing awful things to the great Valu's tail. That's why he's so angry. Now I guess that's a good explanation. The great Valu's tail hangs down into the room right below here. There's got to be something in there. I wonder if those mean monsters who captured me have something to do with it. We've got to do something. Now. Before it's too late. I'll go and tell everyone what's happening. Here, Andrew, use this to get out of here. It's what I used to get this far. It's a device we Rito used before we evolved wings. You know, kind of like how before Charmeleon evolved into Charizard. And here we got the grappling hook, the item of this dungeon. This was an item used by the Rito people before they had wings. Set it to Y, Z, or X on the item screen, then press that button to aim. Use the item to latch onto anything with a star symbol on it. You can even use this to haul things up from the seafloor while on your boat. Yeah, as it just mentioned there, it is very cool that this can also be used as a crane while on the boat to lift up treasure from the ocean. Here, Andrew, climb up on that ledge over there so I can show you something. Okay, so I guess we'll go and give that a shot. Right after we break these open and try to get our quarter of a heart that we are missing back. But anyway, now we need to set this to a button. And if we get rid of the bait, that should do. I believe we're going to get the tutorial on how to use this weapon. Grab this branch with the grappling hook and and you can swing over there to get out of this area. When you aim at a branch that you can latch onto, a star will appear. Remember that. Don't you worry about me, Andrew. Get going. I mean, yeah, why couldn't you have just flown all the way up here in the first place? Why did you even need to go through the dungeon? Anyway, pointless questions aside, that is how the grappling hook works. And I was supposed to use it there, I know. Although from a distance it actually looked like the hole was quite jumpable. Till I got kind of close up and I was like, right, this is part of the tutorial of how to use the grappling hook. Of course it's not going to be jump overable. Jump overable, that's not even a correct phrase. Anyway, let's jump over there. And what am I supposed to do here? Oh right, just kind of do that. That was tricky. Let's see, so now we can go back in through the door. Although, as we can see, there is also something over here. So if we swing across that gap... For a second, I thought that my angle was so bad that I would go off the edge if I tried to jump off there. Although, luckily, I did not. Let's go there. And one more, although that's too far. Yes, so let's get a bit closer there. I actually really like the grappling hook. It's a really cool item. We need to see it come back. And another Zelda game someday. So anyway, let's go through here. And we have re-entered the dungeon. So let's see what room this brings us to now. Looks like we are way above the rest of the dungeon here. And again, it's going to try to make us do a sword battle on the bridge. It doesn't usually work out well, in case people haven't noticed at this point. I don't know, it's just the way that the sword works. I mean, especially when you're Z targeting. You kind of just, like, it knocks you back and stuff, and it's just very hard to accurately battle without falling off on a small bridge like that. And you kind of just flew off the side there, although I'm not going to complain. That is nothing. That's nothing. Alright, what's the trick here? We're going to need to do this. Do this. To kill you. So what else do we want to do here? All I can think of is break the bridge. Although I don't know if that's the wisest thing to do. There's a treasure chest. I did not ask you to jump off the side. Although luckily I don't think we're going to need to make the treasure chest appear again anyway. So we should be good. Alright, let's see here. What is the best way to get down? Probably destroying the bridge. Maybe. No. Is it? Let's see if we can just kind of inch our way off the edge here, you know, like it seems we're so good at. Nope. So it seems like we are going to want to destroy the bridge, as I was initially trying to do, and then for some reason flailed off. Accidentally. So let's see. So if I kill you... Oh, someone wanted to contact us there, although I'm sure it was completely important and needed. So let's see. So let's destroy you. Pick up this thing once it stops bouncing. Man, it was bouncing there for quite a while. Let's see, so you can just fly off the edge whenever you feel like. Man. No, yes! Wow, I cannot believe I just made that. You got another joy pendant. Really? Another one? These things are just everywhere. Although I suppose it's cool. I mean, at least there's treasure chests, like, defined. And stuff like that. Better to have pointless treasure chests than no treasure chests at all, I guess. You can keep it with you in your spoils bag. We already read this. So there's not really much point in reading it again. Okay, so let's see. Now, if we ever want to go back up, we can use those things. Which is good. And let's see, in this room here, we kind of have this massive cage. And it looks like we want to destroy those. And go down here to this door that I actually saw way back at the beginning. Although, is this the way we want to go? That's not the map button. Because back in the, near the beginning of the stage, near the beginning of the dungeon, there's a treasure chest over there, and I really want to know what is in that. And we cannot access that area without the grappling hook. So, for completionist's sake, let's wait for this thing to come back down. And let's go and check that out. So, any day you want to go up, you can do that. Although I will use this opportunity to take a quick drink. Okay. There we go. Go over here. I'm guessing from here we can probably jump to somewhere? Where can we jump to from here? That is a very long drop. It's probably not going to work at all. Let's give it a shot anyway. I was very close, actually. I thought I was going to hang on to the edge for a second. I think I need to try that one more time, just for fun. Or is there an easier place to drop down to? I could probably land on that bridge. Although I don't remember how much fall damage is in this game. Like, will it be an instant kill, or is it like no matter how far you fall from, it's like half a heart or something? Let's see. Only one way to find out, I guess. That was nothing. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Where is this door? The door I am looking for is the one in that corner of the room. Not that way. So yes, it's over here. So let's cross this bridge. Yeah, that's right. So way back here. Pretty much one of the very first rooms we ever went into here. Let's climb up onto this block. It's not that difficult. Like, jump over to here. And one more gap. And then into this room right here. I do not remember what's inside this treasure chest. I'm guessing maybe rupees? Maybe another joy pendant. That would be quite joyful. And I pressed the Z button for some reason. We do not need the sail here. Silly Link. Let's see. So if we go over here, there is the chest, just as I thought it would be. Is this a treasure chart? Oh, yes. It's a very good thing we came back, because obviously I'm going to want to find all of the treasure charts in the game. And we found another treasure chart, and we have already read this description as well. So yes, I'm actually very happy we came back here and checked this out. Alright, so now we go across here once again. Across this gap, and we'll throw these skulls. Hopefully one of them... Actually, no, these are rocks, not skulls. For some reason, from the angle we were looking at them at, I thought they were skulls for a second. These ones are skulls right here. Can I just sword them, or do I need to throw them? No, although I think I think they only drop items when you throw them. For some reason, I don't know why. They would have done that. Anyway, let's see. Let's proceed over to here. Let's go. Man, I always press A to try and jump up onto a ledge. I don't know why. Maybe I might have played a game recently where you have to do that, and I just now every time I want to climb up onto a ledge, I want to press A for some reason. I really don't know. Anyway, now we can get back to where we were going by waiting for that to come back down. And then jumping to there. And then going to here. Going to here. And then grabbing onto this ladder. So there we go. Proceeding on. Shouldn't be too much of the dungeon left, I don't believe. What's it called? I'm pretty sure all we need to do is find the boss key now. And then we can proceed to the end. Although it looks like there's some sort of crazy puzzle we're going to have to solve here first. What do we need to do here, actually? I'm not quite sure. Is there something here? Ah, yes. Oh, right. I remember this now. We pull down on this, and I believe this opens the door. There we go. That's actually pretty tricky. For a sec, if that wasn't the solution, I was going to start trying to kill all of the bats or something crazy. But luckily that worked. Let's see. So I like this puzzle too, where you grab onto this here, swing across, and then you have to swing to that direction, I think. Or can we just jump from here? I'm actually not 100% sure. Let's see. So it's kind of swing on an angle? Or maybe I would have had to swing on an angle from over there. For some reason I thought there was going to be a tunnel or something that led around so that you could get this from a different angle, although I guess I was wrong about that. Okay, let's see. So if I go back to here, possibly do this. Because based on the angle it's on, it looks like, yeah, actually, that's right. If we hold the R button, we can actually stop, and we can change our direction, and we can do that. So yes, that is the correct solution to that room. So if you don't notice that you can stop and change direction, you're kind of toast there. Unless there's something I'm missing. Anyway, moving on. Maybe we can get a heart back? Thank you very much. So we're probably going to be getting to the boss soon, and of course having full health at the boss would be helpful, although we still do have to find that darn key, and I'm not 100% sure exactly where it is. How many more treasure chests do we have to find here? Just one more in the room ahead of us. Actually, no, there's two there, too. Although I'm guessing this treasure chest here will be the one that we are looking for. And it looks like we have a kill room of some sort. Maybe? I mean, that was a rather easy puzzle. Okay, so yes, we obviously need to set something on here. And what are exactly... Oh, that's right. So, that's right. There's a way to make you curl up in that ball. And we did it earlier when we threw water at you. Although I'm not entirely sure what the other way is. I guess just to do that. There we go. And if we place this on here... I did not mean to throw. How do we just place? Okay, R is drop. Let's do that. Press R. Wait. How are you not on the switch? Ow! That was not good. Okay, so waiting for it. Trying to jump at you, although it did not really work. Why is it not working? Oh yes, because the sword is not it. Of course. My bad. Okay, so pick you up. Run to here. Drop. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's almost exactly what I did last time. Although, for some reason, it didn't feel like working. And it's a real mystery what's going to be in this treasure chest. The big key. Everyone calls it the boss key, so I don't know why Nintendo hasn't just gone with it yet and called it the boss key. Use it to gain entrance to the room where the dungeon's boss lurks. Press up on the map, up on the directional pad to see for yourself on the map. I cannot read for some reason. Anyway, that was a really tricky room. I think as a kid, it kind of threw me off for a little while, as I didn't realize that they curled up into that ball. And so yeah, I didn't really think too much about trying to use it. What's it called? To open the door. Or to hit the switch, sorry. Is this a heart? Very good. There's one more over there. No, there's not. And I accidentally missed that. But yeah, so overall, I've always just really liked this Zelda game. I thought it would be a fun game to do for a random game of the day. If you have not played Wind Waker in a long time, go pull out your GameCubes or your Wiis, as long as you have the one that's compatible with GameCube games. And give it a play, because it is a lot of fun. Okay, so let's do this. Let's stop with R. Turn to the left. Actually, you should probably climb up a little bit more. And let's swing. Builds a little bit of momentum. A little bit more. I probably should have had a little bit more rope, although luckily we still made it there. And let's proceed on here. I probably should just go the normal way. Although because I'm crazy, I'm actually going to try jumping. Oh, I'm never going to be able to make it to that bridge, ever. That is so far. Okay, let's see. Can I make it? I wonder. Actually, let's go down as far as we can to try and get as much distance as possible. I'm afraid these bats are going to knock me off off the rope. I don't know if they can do that or not. Okay, I can so make this jump. Let's do it. No, I cannot. Really close, though. It was worth a shot just for fun. Although what we are going to do now is I believe we have done everything except for defeat the boss. We're going to go down here. Despite him kind of cringing when he hit the floor, he actually didn't lose any health there. Whoa, I did not mean to run into that. Which is kind of funny to point out. Also, look around at the beautiful lava. And we can wait for this to go back up. And wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, so where do I want to jump off? It looks like... okay, so we cannot jump off while we were inside the cage. That is good to know. Where else can I jump to? I don't remember exactly where we jumped off last time. Right to this bridge. Yes! Perfect landing once again. Okay, so let's see. Nope, wrong way. Okay, do not fall off the bridge. It's so scary using your sword on the bridge because, like, the way you just kind of jump forward and stuff like that, it makes it very easy to fall off. So if we go here, continue on, jump up on this. That's always a really scary camera angle. Okay, so you press A to initially climb, and then I always want to press A again. It's just, bad habits. I don't know exactly where I got them from. Anyway, let's get some hearts back before we go on to fight the boss. Come on, do any of you have anything? That one always has a blue rupee, although none of the other ones really seem to be that useful. Let's see, so you're empty, which is pretty great. You are also empty. One of these has to have something. No, no, no. Okay, rocks. Good old rocks, you'll have something. Rupees. Don't need rupees. I wonder if 200 is the max. I'm actually not 100% sure. Come on, one of these has to have something. No, no, yes, thank you. The water ones will not have anything. You'll drop a heart if I kill you, right? Ouch. It's okay. No, not okay. Now that I'm down a heart and a half, I need to find 2 hearts to get back to full health, which kind of sucks. Although I believe there was a lot of things in the first, in the boss, the room before the boss as well. Although since we have full hearts there, it's not too important anyway. So let's see, we're going to use this jar here to return to the room in front of the boss room. This will probably take us to the halfway point. I don't really know what the point of wanting to come back here is, considering this point of the level is kind of insignificant. Well, I guess it's just a useful way to get back to midway through the level if you missed an item or something like that. And right here is the boss room, and we will now be able to cross this gap, since we have found the grappling hook, although that is too far. We got a little bit closer. We can jump across here, and there are also a treasure chest on both sides here. I don't really know what's in either of them. Maybe rupees, a heart, something? You got it, Knight's Crest. Keep it in your spoils bag. All who are skilled in the ways of the sword know the value of a crest such as this. Don't remember what those are for either. If we open this one, Joy Pendant. Oh, yellow rupee. The way that things have been going, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was the Joy Pendant. So yellow rupee, 10 rupees. Very nice. And over here, is there any point I'm breaking any of these? Oh, there's a fairy there. That would have been great to put in my bottle. This one's a fairy too. I'm definitely going to do that. There we go. Very nice. You caught a fairy in your bottle. When your life energy runs out and you collapse from exhaustion, this fairy will replenish your strength. Set it to Y, Z, or X and use it if you want to replenish your health immediately. I mean, I don't know why you would do that, considering if you die, it will bring you back to full health anyway. I mean, it's always been one of the cheapest items in any Zelda game ever, having a fairy in a bottle. I'm not going to keep it on there just in case I accidentally use it. I mean, it would make more sense if you died, it filled you back to like 5 hearts or something like that, but I'm pretty sure if you die, it gives you back full health. So yeah, it makes it really useful in various situations. So here we have the boss room. Got his tail hanging through the ceiling there. And we have the very first boss of the game, kind of, if you don't include any of the things that you fight on places like the Forbidden Island and stuff like that. Okay, so here, I believe we want to throw the grappling hook at his eye? Let's see, what do we want to do here? Nope. Okay. Just give me a second to remember what we need to do. Let's see, so basically, it's quite obvious that it has something to do with when your clock second around, and now your eye is much closer than it was before. And that was a silly hit. Let's see, so I want to destroy this and get a heart, please. Thank you. Hurry up and attack me! Thought maybe that would do something. Well, it looks like he's getting ready to attack there, so we should probably move. Is that... I think that's hurting him. Let's see, so I'm just going to kind of... I really don't like this camera angle. I mean, as much as it's trying to point you towards the center, it's not the most helpful. That is not working! Ow. I believe... Yes, that's what I thought. We can also attach the tail. Took it a second, what's it called? A second for it to come back to me. But yes, that is what we were supposed to do. You cannot hurt him, so why not break the ceiling instead? At first I thought that there's no way I would be able to reach that far. But then it all of a sudden came back to me that that was indeed the solution to this boss battle right here. The first part of it anyway, I believe. So I believe you need to do that a couple more times? Yeah, I never really understood how, like, I guess, like, just part of the ceiling fell. And now there's, like, other layers of it which can still fall. Anyway, do I have to go back down, or can I just stay up here for a minute? Nope, seems like we can just stay up there, and then instantly grab back onto it. And do that. Which will cause another piece of the ceiling to fall. Somehow. It looks like we need to do that one more time. And I always do that. I don't know, is there a way to return after, like, what's it called? Holding it. Whoops. Ow. Man, all those hits and all it did was take off half a heart. Although I guess it is the first boss of the game. Even though it did give you 2 fairies, though. So, I mean, there shouldn't really be any issue with health in this boss battle. And that should be the last hit as far as the armor goes. Really? No? No, there we go. I did not mean to jump off the edge like that, I swear. Although luckily, it doesn't really do anything too bad. So if we use the grappling hook here, that will bring him to the front here where we can attack him quite massively. I mean, wow, we got a lot of hits on there. So do that again. Bring it to you. And is that really it? As soon as you realize that you need to grapple onto the tail, and it's not the most difficult boss battle. But wow, very nice. And that is the very first dungeon of Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and I believe that is 100%. So I think we found every single item and treasure chest that there is to find in here. And the heart container, so we can finally go from having 3 hearts to 4. And yeah, there we go. So let's see here. Where did that heart container go? And you got a heart container. Your life energy has increased by 1, plus your life gauge has been replenished. So I've never done it, because I mean, there's no point. But if you don't get a heart container, I'm guessing it will still be there when you come back to this room? That's kind of interesting. As I know there's some people who probably do like challenge them, they try to challenge themselves by beating the game with only 3 heart containers and stuff like that. But I mean, I can just never come, like bring myself to miss one, because who doesn't love heart containers? More health is always needed. And, well, welcome. So we got Valu there, and hopefully he'll make all of this terrible weather go away just like that. And everyone lived happily ever after. Wow, this actually turned out to be quite a long video. Already almost at an hour. I did not think the first dungeon was going to take that long. Although, man, if the first one took almost an hour, can't even, forgot how much long, I can't believe how long the other ones are then, because I remember them being a lot longer and having much more complex puzzles. Anyway, Andrew! Whoa, don't sneak up on me like that. Well, man, I hate pronouncing names. I mean, I'm good at it, but not while I'm talking out loud. But when I read things in my mind, it's always good. Anyway, let's try to not butcher this as much as we can. Well, Prince Komali, don't you have something you want to say? Just give me your thing and let me get moving on with it. I heard everything from Medley. Andrew, thank you so much. I'm sorry I mistrusted you. I hope I can be like you someday, Andrew. Me too. You will, Komali, I just know it. Right, Andrew? So, Andrew, here. I want you to take this, Andrew. Stop saying my name. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things. You received Din's Pearl. This is the gem the Rito's claim was passed down from the Great Goddess. 1 out of 3. Valu is once again very happy. Great Valu is grateful to you, Andrew. Or is grateful to Andrew. Not to you, but to. Man, do I really need to try pronouncing this? Nah. He said something. Use the wind god's wind? That's what he said, but I don't understand. I wonder what it means. The wind god's wind. I wonder if what he's talking about has anything to do with the wind shrine that's through that tunnel. Oh, I almost forgot. Great Valu also names you, Andrew, a true hero. I agree with him. As far as we are concerned, Andrew, you really are a hero. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to go and visit Valu. I'll come and see you sometime with the best pair of wings ever. Hey, Prince Komali. And if there's one... I know I haven't really been doing the voices. Maybe I should have been doing some in the... doing things in the character and stuff like that. Thanks so much, Andrew! See you again someday! Or then again, maybe it's best I just don't do voices. Anyway, I believe that's all for that. And if you look over there, you will see that tunnel that was just referenced. If we go through that, we would have gotten this. Although since I already got it, there's no point on going through there now, since that cutscene has already been done. So thank you very much for joining me for Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker very first dungeon. I hope you enjoyed that. It ended up being very, very long. But I hope that everyone enjoyed it. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later.